All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Sino ang nanonood ngayon? Thank you very much, you who are there. Thank you for coming. Please,
We are here.
pakilagay na lang sa comments where you're listening from. Kasi naman ang
DJ na
sakit ni
DJ,
Jason.
di ba?
Gusto niya malaman daw kung saan daw kayo located ngayon and where
are
you're
you
listening from
located?
because we are really, really curious. Well, today is quite a good day because we've got some super powerful guests today. Pero,
Powerful.
yeah.
Kilikili ko pa pinag-uusapan dito.
Well, first let me introduce myself. My name is Phoenix. As always, the supposed to be German Shepherd of Flip, and
German Shepherd.
my co-host.
Hi, everyone.
I am very interested where that came from.
Malayong backstory yun. Anyway, yeah, and the person who just spoke is Miss...
Althea Sagayno.
Ay, hello.
Introduce mo sarili mo.
Ay, ako ba? May mga intro pa pala dito. Akala ko magkichismisan lang tayo. Labas ko na sali mga notes. Si Anna, hindi mo sinasabi. Hello po, I'm Althea and I am a virtual assistant.
Nice. And let's see the guy.
Diyan na tinadukot mo doon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also have somebody here whom I admire very much, Mr. JP na isa. Could you please introduce yourself? Everybody knows you anyway. You don't need an introduction, but it's protocol.
Hi. Yeah, my name is John. Wala po akong dinudukot. My name is John. Yeah, yun yeah. I write emails for a living. Right.
Mm-hmm. And isa pang gwapo rin.
Nag-vlog si John.
Oh, he's there. No.
Okay.
Is there? Isa pang gwapo rin. Could you please introduce yourself, our last but not the least guests for today?
Ang pinaka mahal ko.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. LJ here. One of the silent partners of WFHR.
Very silent.
And also active din siyang mag-post ng links and helping the newbies here on Flip. Well, we have gathered today. Ako rin mismo nagulat ako.
Gathered here today.
Ang ng mga guests natin. So, you guys, since you know our guests, just post your questions. We will try to read them all. We will try to discuss whatever your issues are as a freelancer. Andito sila na magbibigay ng advices sa inyo. So, go. Ask some questions if you can.
Hi!
For the meantime, yeah, let's greet whomever are here. Anna?
Yes.
Sino
Hi,
ba mga
Honey. Si Honey nandyan na syempre. Kanya pa siya nag-aantay. Si Helen. Hi, Helen. Catherine. Jandren. Si Rog. Sabi niya, ano daw. Hello, Lodis. Watching. Ay, hindi. Full pack daw tayo. Full pack ang mga Lodis. Si Rog. Si Rachel. Hi, April. Dayan. Si Mark. Hi, Mark. Mark-Lou.
Hey, Mark.
Day. Andyan din. Ang daming nag-watch. Si H. Hi, H. Yun lang. Puro hi lang silang lahat. Hi. Wala pang masyadong, katanungan. Magtanong na kayo habang nandito sila.
Guys, we got John Pagulayan here. We got Althea and we got LJ.
Yes.
Alam kong personally, should you be given the chance to ask a question to these people, I know that you have some compelling questions there. So ilabas nyo na. Hanggat sa nandito pa sila. We only got an hour to have them here. So please ask some questions. Meanwhile, let me ask, what are you up to nowadays, LJ?
Nowadays, just
Hindi,
traveling, exploring, Thailand while working online.
Bakla. Mga
Kulang
Dora
na
levels pala tong
lang
shit
sabihin ni LJ na obvious ba? I'm in a hotel. Of course, I'm traveling. Parang ganun. Obvious ba? Nasa background ko. Ako rin, I'm traveling. Look at me, I'm in outer space now.
Oh, wow. Nice. How is it there, Phoenix?
Wala, black hole pa rin, masakit sa ulo. Hanggang ngayon, hanggang dito, nakikita ko pa rin ang Purita Amador ng Pilipinas dahil ayaw nilang i-embrace ang freelancing.
Purita
Here in the
Amador.
Black
Purita Amador.
From that
Yeah.
day, nakita mo pa rin ba yung mga newbie freelancer na tapos dami nilang tanong sa flip?
Nagpo-form na nga sila. You know, like those marching ants, pino-form nila yung words how po. Walang question mark.
Ako, I
Human formation
exclusively
ang
don't
how.
answer how na. Kasi parang how, what how? Anong how?
How?
How di Carabao?
Oh nga. Speaking of which, yeah. So okay. So Althea, how do you respond to how po?
Wala, I don't respond na. Like, ask me a complete sentence and I'll give you a complete answer. Yun yung ginagawa ko ngayon.
John, even until now, sa status mo, yan, meron pa rin bang nagtatanong sa'yo? Meron pa ba
Ayan, ang
talaga
tanungin mo.
lumalapit sa'yo na na how po? I mean, seriously,
Balita
meron
ko,
pa rin ba?
Kakapost ko lang isang araw. Yung ano,
Kaya, nabasa.
how to natanong ba naman sa akin how to start freelance?
Freelancing.
How to freelance, parang
How
ganun.
to be a freelancer.
Oo.
So ang sabi ko sa kanya, parang
May
type
link.
type that full phrase in Google and then check out the links on the first page.
Magaling.
Sungit
Genius
mo.
niya.
Sungit
Hindi kasi
itong
parang,
tao.
di ba?
Diyan.
I mean, seryoso, like, hindi naman sa but I receive like 30 plus emails in a day asking how to start freelancing. Plus 100 plus messages sa Facebook every day.
Talaga ba?
Like, seryoso. I mean, I wish I'm kidding. Pero hindi. Parang, siguro ngayon nabukasan na. Siguro ngayon mga 50 na lang. Dati nung active pa ako sa Facebook page, si LJ, puro tanong yun. Grabe yun. Tapos pinabayaan ko na yung Facebook page, lumipat naman sila sa personal ko.
Puro message request na ngayon.
Di ka sumasagot dito lang ako sa personal. But yeah, yun, mga tanong nila, how do you how to start freelancing? Hindi ko siya masagot kasi ang daming diba?
Kasi there is
What
no
worked
one
for
way.
me,
Diba?
Exactly. What worked for me may not work for you. What worked for Althea, may work better for you or what worked for LJ. Diba? So I cannot really say na, mag-email copywriter ka, mas astig yun. Yan yun eh. Para sa akin hindi tama to give that kind of
Hi
advice.
daw kay Ate Carol. Hello, sabi ni H.
Ayun. Wala siya dito.
Hi.
Sama.
Guys, I'm begging you to ask questions kasi ito yung mga rare chances na makakausap ninyo itong mga guests natin directly. And I bet they are actually sweating na nininervyos sila sa mga tanong ninyo. So please, go ahead and ask
Parang
those
hindi naman. Si Thea nga.
pang Miss Universe na
Okay.
Kasi Thea lang relax. Kita mo lang here.
Relax na, relax.
She's got her edges.
Di naman.
Si Thea okay na okay.
Ayan,
Deme-
may
Ano naman kayo? Nag-effort si
May
Thea.
nagtanong dito pang Miss Universe eh.
May naglagay ako ng kilay para dito
Oh.
O sige, para sa kilay mo, sagutin mo tong tanong na to. In 5 years, paano nyo po nakikita yung freelancing on your niche? Naintindihan yung tanong. Sagutin mo lang, Thea. Ikaw na lang.
Thank you very much, Board
For
of
that
Judges, for that wonderful question. I believe that in 5 years, may hangover pa si Bakla sa
Sa beauty.
Binibining Pilipinas. Kanino galing tong tanong na to?
Kay Abby, Papa.
So, Abby, anong ginagawa mo sa buhay? Natanong mo to, best.
Bawal.
Hindi, I never look that far. I wish I can. Kasi, I just don't think na, it's efficient para sa akin to look that far. Kasi, everything is changing eh. When I started out, siguro 3-4 years ago, ibang-iba dun sa freelancing plane right now in terms of support, in terms of how people know it, in terms of tools, and yung in-demand na stuff. So I really don't, I don't look at it. I do want to see kung ano yung current na nangyayari, kung ano mangyayari next week, next month, next year, pero in 5 years, it could be totally different, and it's not going to help you if you're gonna fret yung future. Yun lang.
For that wonderful answer.
Slow clap.
Palakpakan tayong lahat.
Arte nyo.
100 points.
So how about you, JTL?
For me kasi, I mean, it's kind of useless to think about what's gonna happen in the future, but I'd rather think about what I want to happen in the future. Yun yung mas importante, like what you want to happen instead of what's gonna happen. Kasi what you want to happen, seryoso, diba? Like it's something that you can't control kasi. So for me, that's the reason why I started, the movement that I did. Kasi I wanted, like 5 years, 10 years from now, we're not gonna talk about freelancing as if we're employees. That's why I did it. I started that because I wanted 5 years, 10 years from now, we're gonna talk about freelancing as if it's a real business venture.
Like it's a normal thing.
Exactly. Na hindi siya yung, sir, saan po ako mag-a-apply sa freelancing? I want 5 years from now, what I want is I don't want to see those questions anymore. Yun yung like what I want is like how do I help my clients? Like what exactly do I do for it to be a win-win situation for me and and the one that I'm serving?
Totoo.
Yun yung gusto kong maging mga questions in the future, 5 years from now.
Right.
But as
eliminated na ang how po question. Bawal na.
Hindi naman bawal. But yeah, less kumbaga kasi ang things not
Level
sa
up.
freelancing, for now we're thinking really a whole lot about ourselves kasi parang it's more of me. Kailan ba ako i-hire? Kailan ba ako magkakaroon ng work? Kailan ba tataas rate ko? Kailan ba kumbaga I want it to be more client-centric 5 years from now, 5 to 10 years from now, instead of me-centric. I hope I'm making sense.
Makes sense. Speechless.
Isa pa.
Tinitingnan ako ng masama ng mga tao.
Umi-English ka daw kasi, huwag ka daw mag-English.
Sorry naman.
Ay nako,
Walang
masanay
dahilan.
na kayo kasi it's John, it's me, it's Jason. Pare-pareho ang problema ninyo kung English din naman ang problema ninyo. But I think you'd rather get used to it. Better get used to it because if you're going to enter the freelancing world anyway, yan din ang mai-encounter ninyo. So please, you cannot beg your clients to speak Tagalog. So you might as well get used to it.
How
Right?
about you, LJ?
Right.
Can you say?
About English? Nako.
No, not
English.
Merong mataas ang araw. O maingkasel. May nagpapaganda doon sa kabila. O, yan. Merong
Medyo mataas yung araw.
taas ang araw.
Tumas yung araw dito sa amin. 5:00 na eh. Ayan, Hindi kasi nakatapat ako sa bintana. Nilipat ng nanay ko tong computer ko. Tapos inaayos niya. Sabi ko, di ba, laki ng problema ko. Di ko isara yung bintana, di ba?
Si LJ, ang gusto kong malaman kung hanggang kailan siya dyan sa sa Thailand. Thailand, di ba LJ?
Hindi ko gusto kasi umeksen ng gano'n, no?
May palihim na silip.
Oo.
Hindi ko pa alam eh, pero wait, dapat naka-English pala tayo. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know until when I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna visit the Philippines back in in June, I think. We have.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna see you in June, right?
Yeah. You're gonna feed me in June.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna feed you.
Sige, come to my hometown. I'll feed you pinikpikan, I'll feed you yung mga hindi nyo makain-kain na exotic food. Sige.
Yay!
Exotic talaga.
Exotic.
Nakikitambay ako sa mga bahay ng mga freelancers. Couchsurfing ako sa June from one freelancer house to another.
Wow!
Para mag-coach. Parang yun yung exchange, no? Parang food and accommodation.
Well, why not? Yung food and accommodation in exchange for lifetime of knowledge? Why not? O kayo mga freelancers, kayo mga nakikinig, just take advantage of that. Si LJ na ang pinag-uusapan natin. It's not me, ha? Hindi ako. Si LJ.
Relax na.
Narinig niyo yun. Take advantage of LJ. That's it.
Take
Take
advantage.
advantage of LJ.
Sakto yung background mo sa take advantage of LJ.
Yeah.
Parang, okay na to, ready na to. Hello, single girl.
I'm ready.
Oo.
Ayan.
Yeah, as for everybody else who is listening out there, could you kindly share this if you find this chat
Word
helpful
sharing.
to anyone, to
Meron ba
anyone
tayo
you know,
pinag-uusapan?
especially yung mga yung mga
Kapuluhan.
gusto ninyong ipasok sa sa freelancing world. I think this chat and chill session is a good way to, let them know that we are just human. We are just here chilling out. Hindi porket nandito si Masungit. Masungit na lahat
Sino yung masungit? Ikaw ba yan?
Di naman masungit, realist lang.
Pag naka 100 shares daw tayo, pag naka 100 shares daw, mag-uupad daw si LJ.
1 million shares. Talaga, LJ?
Ready na nga siya eh.
Si Jan muna.
Si John muna.
I
Okay,
do
si
request
John.
I do request Mr. Glenn Mark to please elaborate your question kasi hindi ko maintindihan paano ko po simulan ang pag-scale ng business ko. I think that is quite a broad
Nagbibiro
question.
lang
So
yan
could
si
you
Glenn
please,
Mark. Nagjo-joke lang yan.
Bakit yung ibang
expound niya? Sige. Do we
Mas
have
I
any
have
question?
another question sa chat, ha?
Yung
Mm-mm.
isa
Yeah.
kong anong question yung kay, wait lang ha. Hindi ko na ano yung name eh. Kay Naisa. If you guys want to answer this. Hello po, I want to ask po how to find legit non-voice jobs aside from Upwork. I'm a mother of 3 kids, kaya voice job is quite impossible.
Huh?
Ano daw, legit daw na non-voice jobs kung saan nakakakuha aside from Upwork. Madaming platforms, di ba? Althea.
Sagot ni Jan, copy-paste sa Google, tapos tingnan yung mga links.
Hindi. Hindi naman, grabe, hindi.
Ano, WFHR, yung blog nila, they have a blog post about legit websites that they can
Yes,
go.
meron kami nun.
Hindi ko website pero alam ko. So,
Thank you.
Thank you,
hi,
Thea.
Hi, Jason! Kailangan mo ba ng Jason?
Huwag ganon, Thea.
I'm very efficient.
Di ba guest ka lang? Huwag ka dyan.
Nangagaw ng trabaho eh.
Gawin na
I'm
trabaho yan.
freelancer nga every opportunity
Ay,
daw.
ganun ba?
Tapos magka-couchsurfing na lang din ako, Jason. You don't have to pay my rate. Pero yung couch ko kailangan
Kano po ang rate nyo, Miss Thea?
0 per hour ako eh. 0 per hour
Zero per
freelancer.
hour.
Uy, sagutin niya si
Hindi,
Naisa.
sasagutin ko yun. Like, unang kasi, like, ito yung mga lagi kong na-receive sa mga tanong. Sir John, legit po ba to? Legit po ba itong job offer? Legit po ba ito? Ang problema kasi nun, if you keep on looking for legit offers, why not look for legit businesses that needs your expertise? Para hindi ka nag-wonder kung legit pa yung offer. Kasi nakasanayan kasi natin na magantay na offers. Diba? So for example, for Naisa, ano ba yung mga business na kailangan ng voice overs? Like pwede siya punta there's this website, clickback.com. Kumbaga, they're selling products in the internet, and one way of selling them is they have this really long video of text, PowerPoint text, and there's someone talking on top of that text. Kumbaga, hanap talaga ng mga company na yan, mga voice-over talents. That's exactly what they do. Yeah. So that's one thing. Another thing that they could try to find. Sino ba talaga nangailangan ng voice-over? Yung mga company na walang pag tinawagan mo yung phone nila, voice prompts. Diba? Go to a website, look for their phone number, try to call it. Pag wala mga voice prompt, send mo sila email, diba? Notice that I called her from phone number, didn't hear a voice prompt, would like to offer my services, blah, blah, blah. Here's a sample. Hindi ko naman kailangan na... Yes, sige.
So, ba't may maingay na bata? Ano ba? Asan na?
Actually, mga...
Sino may anak?
Okay. Ano ka may mumu?
That's from John's background.
Okay. Okay lang. Pero yun. Pero ang iba ko naman dyan is, instead of looking for saan pa yung legit job, you have to find the skills and the ability from yourself. Ano ba yung job na kaya mong gawin that is not non-voice? Kasi if you're going to ask, ano ba yung non-voice na legit na job, I'm pretty sure there's a million of it out there. Diba? So yun, kay ate, sino nagtanong, ano ba yung kaya mong gawin na non-voice? And then you look for that kind of job sa Upwork, sa website. Kasi andun naman, ang daming website. Like you said, look for the websites dun sa blog post ng Jason, diba? So yun.
Basa ko pala kanina yung voice jobs.
Non-voice.
Pala yung hanap. Sorry naman. Well, at least kung voice ka, yun na.
Non-voice jobs. Or like entry, ganyan.
LJ?
May sagot ako, Ana.
Ha?
May sagot ako.
Ano? Sige.
So i-push mo lang, Bes.
Ko alam. Makikinig lang ako dito. Ayokong magdala.
For ano naman, di ba, let's compare it nung may traditional jobs pa tayo. Usually, di ba, parang pag mag-a-apply tayo, of course, titingnan muna natin yung company kung legit pa, di ba? So, we do our background check, or we do read about it, yung company website nila or something. So that's like the first step siguro would be research muna, ask Google, and then ask friends or, kung sa tingin ninyo, whatever. There's so many things that you can find out about a specific company online. Sa pangalan pa lang ng domain nila, pangalan ng website, mga about section nila. So if it's provided, diba, you can do that basic research. Yung mga alam naman na mag-advanced research, madali lang din para paano malaman paano mag-advanced research or paano i-background check yung mga posts, mga name ng clients, name ng business, name ng companies nila. So ako technically puro Google, and then required ko na may Facebook para madali ko lang sila ma-contact just in case. Yeah, that's basically it on how you find about a company for your traditional job dati offline. Parang ita-translate nyo lang din siya online. And of course, be smart, use common sense, don't be stupid, di ba? Kasi, or sayang din kung ma-scam kayo or whatnot. So do your best to really research about the company. For legit non-voice naman, specific sa legit non-voice, again, with what Althea said, in the WFHR blog, Google, I know online jobs, you can background check the employer using the email address, kung meron bang hits or something sa relationship with OLJ. Yeah, there's so many like non-voice jobs. It really depends on your ability. Before nung web designer or web developer pa ako, maghanap lang ako ng mga website, tapos point out ko lang yung mga pangit, yung mga error sa mga website nila. Tapos sasabihin ko, i-message ko either support or Facebook or whatever dati. And then gagawin ko ng talaga parang i-point out yung mali. Sabi, 404 error daw. Ang pangit naman ng landing page mo, parang gano'n. Gusto mo mas maganda, ito yung parang pakita ko sa'yo na pwede kong gawin. So, yun lang. Hanap muna ng mga mali-mali.
Pangit.
I like those answers. May part of the question which I think hindi pa na-touch. Kasi the excuse here is I am a mother of three kids, kaya voice job is quite impossible. So
it's not impossible. It's just sorry.
Go ahead, Althea. It's okay.
No, it's not impossible. It's just diba? A challenge.
Yeah. Yun naman ang sa akin kasi I am wondering if this person actually wants to do voice jobs but she can't because of these. Kung yun naman ang situation, if I was placed in that kind of situation, I would rather deal with the problem that is hindering me from doing the things that I need to do or I want to do. For instance, ako sa video editing naman ako, if for example, I don't have a computer so I cannot do video editing, ang meron lang sa akin is a pipitsuging tablet, then at least if that is what's stopping me, then I should deal with that problem. It doesn't mean that I have to buy a computer, but at least let me learn how to maximize whatever video editing app is out there that's available in my tablet, para naman meron ako para naman magagawa ko yung gusto kong gawin. So to you, who asked that question? Whoever you are who asked that question. Yeah, if there are things that you want to do, pero there are things that are deterring you, you solve that particular problem. Kesa naman yung sa porket may tatlo kang anak, therefore hindi mo nagagawin yung gusto mong gawin. Because this is why we are entering the freelancing world. We do the things that we enjoy. We do the things that we need to do as well. And in order to do that, we will flatten out those problems, those bumps in the road that we need to deal with. Yeah. Anything else you want to add, guys?
Ako wala. Walang inad.
Pero
pinaka dito
kasi if you're talking about a mother with 3 kids, usually talaga yun yung number 1 na challenge for them. Kasi maingay talaga. And it's not just the noise, it's also minsan papasok yung bata and they really just want to work without that kind of problem na makaka-issue dun sa client. So, ako in my experience lang kasi when I'm hiring VAs, when normally a VA tells me na, kasi I'm looking for non-voice, and then I try to dissect why, pwede ka na naman bumili ng itong headset.
Noise cancelling.
Noise cancelling na headset, put up a schedule, tell people around your house na wag kang galawin pag nag-work ka.
Pasok ka sa cabinet.
Shut the door, ganyan. It's just impossible, especially if you have toddlers.
Yeah.
So, ayun.
Pala dapat ang nakaka-relate doon, 4 pala anak ko.
Oo nga, Ana.
Oo, tsaka nasa walk-in closet ka lagi
Ako kasi talaga, never ako voice jobs talaga. So lang, puro mga data entry talaga yung usual na Pero marami
ang point ko naman doon is kung sakali na gusto niya nasa voice jobs siya, pero yun nga ang dahilan kung bakit. I think a better attitude is not to go around your problem, but just go forth and just solve your problems one step at a time. Kesa naman sa kung gusto mo ng voice job. That's what I mean.
Yes. Yeah. So, yun.
Speaking of bata, na to? Wait, is LJ a married man, a family man?
Si LJ, no.
Yeah, he's single, right?
Very much single and available. And
nag-react yung nanay no?
Hinanap. Sa lahat ng mga gusto dyan ng joke. Binenta.
Mga aso ko muna po.
So, saan ka napupunta, JTL? Anong nangyayari?
Ano yan? 10th house ba yan?
May paggalaw ka dyan. May
sa bubong.
Grabe from graffiti to city site naman yung
Ano ba?
Biglang nag-transport si John.
Ayan, ganda.
Nice.
Yung nakakangawit.
Nangawit ka ba?
Okay. Actually, may mga questions pa dun sa live.
Yeah, I think we have other questions. I was gonna ask you to read the questions.
Ang nabasa ko dito kay Jaya, pero more on Upwork yata ito yung question niya. So JSS concern daw niya, paano ma-maintain? Maintain ng JSS.
Step 1, go to Upwork Help Center. Step 2, search mo yung JSS. Step 3, pull up the blog post. Andun siya, actually.
Yes.
Andun siya. Pero it's basically, make sure na wala kang mga idle na contract. Make sure na okay yung feedback at saka dire-diretso yung pasok. And they're also going for long-term contracts.
Yes.
Or repeat.
Combination.
Repeat siya.
Para ma-maintain mo yung JSS.
So yun lang actually.
Yes. Tapos
respond to your invites, whether i-reject mo man o hindi, respond to it immediately. Kasi yung mga maliliit na points na yan, it also accumulates.
So, ayan.
Ano nga pala yung JSS?
Job success score. Palibasa, wala kang Upwork kasi puro ka direct.
Wala na siyang pakialam sa Upwork.
Wala Walang
I don't
Sige,
care about Upwork. That's not
lagi
my
mag-mute na ako. Grabe, nagtanong lang
Walang
naman.
silbi sa Upwork kay JTL.
Grabe, nagtanong lang. Pinagalitan niyo na ako agad.
KSS
Na-judge
Johnny
ka namin.
JTL.
Sorry naman.
That's not
Nagalit naman sila masyado.
Nagalit. Sorry.
Hindi na nga ako nag-joke kasi may joke kami sa Upwork sa kanya dyan eh.
I do
Ay,
promote
share mo
itong
naman.
style ni John na
Anong style niya?
you go directly to clients. You go search for any openings para i-introduce mo ang sarili mo sa companies. Just like what I mentioned before, what I usually do nowadays is nakikimember ako sa mga organizations and I hunt for those kickstarting companies. And then I introduce myself. Hi, I think that you need this and this and this and this and that. I'm a good asset to your company. Kung ayaw nila, fine. We'll move on to the next
gusto ko
company.
palang i-point out yan. Kasi ang daming students sa amin sa WFHR. Yung parang lahat sila gusto nilang sumiksik sa Upwork. Yung lahat kasi, di ba parang ang hirap na talaga magpa-approve ng profiles. So parang lahat sila nade-depress, nade-disappoint kapag hindi sila na-approve sa Upwork. So parang end of their freelancing career na kagad yung nila. So ang gusto ko lang sabihin na parang hindi lang Upwork talaga yung main source of clients. Like GTL, di ba, direct client. Si LJ, hindi siya Upwork talaga. So ako lang, nagkataon lang, maswerte talaga na nakakahanap ng clients sa Upwork. Pero mas maganda rin na matutunan yung maghanap directly. Marami ding ways, di ba? Like, alam na
Go hunt.
JTL. Si JTL magbibigay ng tips kung paano.
Hindi kasi ako, kaya ako lang naman nagustuhan kasi na direct. Well, una-una, hindi ko alam na may Upwork. Tapos,
Talaga, ang swerte mo naman, hindi mo na lang.
promise, hindi ko
Sobrang
talaga alam na
pagsusulat
may...
lang, hindi na alam na may Upwork.
Hindi ko alam na may Upwork pala. So, ayun. Pangalawa kasi, ako, medyo pessimistic lang din kasi ako. Like, what if, for example, ayoko magtayo ng lupa ng bahay sa lupa na hindi ko na pagmamayari.
Tama.
What if, knock on wood, mawala Upwork? Diba? I mean, paano na? That's what I'm trying to, and third, I don't want to rely on luck or gusto ko kasi predictable yung business ko. Like if I want to scale, if I want to do X amount this month, may numbers now. I just need to talk to X number of people, get X number of people to hop on a call with me, send X number of proposals, and I'm gonna get X amount of income. So that's what makes for me. Like that's what makes direct clients more predictable. Kasi for me, other people kasi are having a hard time trying to connect with direct clients. And one of the reasons for that is nasanay kasi tayo na binibida natin yung sarili natin. I'm John. I'm super awesome. I'm a super email marketer. If I talk like if I talk like that, no one would hire me. So what I actually do the opposite. It's more like I just talk about their problem. That's exactly what I do. I'm not exactly sure. It's gonna be a long talk about it if I discuss the whole client getting thing. But I guess the most important thing is be able to show the client that they need you without telling them exactly that they need you.
Yep.
It has to be their idea that they need you. Kasi it puts you in a position kasi like pricing pa lang. But if you're the one who approach, you can't really price that high. So if they don't want to approach and said, John, are you free to do emails for me? That puts me in a position to price, whatever I want, whatever amount, and then also to be able to yung relationship ba na utusan mo sila sa utusan mo sila, ito nga pala yung gagawin nyo, here's what you're gonna do. More like partner yung dating instead of employer relationship. Yun yung that's why I like, getting direct clients.
Ako
Do you
naman
have any
kasi
questions?
I did both. When we started out, talagang nasa Upwork ako when I started out freelancing. Tapos, I started my agency inside Upwork and parang nung time na yon 100% Upwork kami until I think nakwento kay Jan yung eksena last year ba yun? Yung eksena last year, umiiyak kami. Yon, tapos basta sobrang nasira yung profile namin sa Upwork. Iniiyakan ko siya kasi for years and years I was building on that profile, not just for myself but for my team. So ang masasabi ko lang talaga is never put your eggs in one basket. Sige, kung gusto mo mag-Upwork, that's good because it's a good starting point pa rin. Kasi for some people kasi, yes, Upwork or no Upwork, I'm more on whatever works for you. Try it all. Find out what works for you. What are you good at? What are you efficient at? Kasi some people, they're good with direct clients. Some people, they're just good with Upwork clients. And ayun, so I can't say na, cheap ang clients sa Upwork because no, there are clients on Upwork who are willing to pay you that much, and there are also direct clients who are cheap, but there are also direct clients that are paying you that much. Yun, so like for example, the biggest contract siguro that I ever landed for the team is around $2,000 weekly, and I got that outside Upwork after years and years of building yung talagang ginagapang namin yung profile. So, yun lang. For newbies, check out Upwork. If it works for you, go. If it doesn't work for you, move on. It's not the end of the world.
Correct.
Kasi Upwork will never take care of you. You should take care of yourself. It takes care of itself. Upwork is a business.
Right.
Anything you want to add, LJ?
Problem ng students. LJ, anything?
Ako, oldest baby ever since, nagsimula. And then, Upwork, konti. And then I learned how to, I learned it from John, from Jason, how to do client psychology, how to twist their brains and stuff. So, nalipat ko lahat ng Upwork clients ko to direct just by being honest and direct sa kanila na, hey, did you know na parang may fee si Upwork, blah, blah, blah. Ito yung parang nakukuha namin. Tapos may fee ka din. Gusto mo ba direct relationship na lang tayo para super less ang fees, parang i-quantify mo pa. So with that, sabi nila, okay, cool. Hindi ko alam, pwede pala mag-direct. So sila lahat na paano ko last year na convince ko sila lahat na mag-direct na. And then yun, matagal na ako wala sa Upwork. Siguro ginagawa ko lang yun for demo purposes sa students, for people na kailangan ng screenshots. 88% nga JSS ko dun eh. Hindi ako umabot ng 100 ever.
Ako wala na ako sa top rated, lang ng pakialam sa top rated.
Hindi ko na rin kailangan, Thea, actually.
Hindi ko na ginagalaw.
And in reference na lang to what John said, because I also have my placement agency where a lot of people, WFHR students, freelancers apply for the openings. Most 99% siguro talk about themselves. Like I kahit nilagay ko na dun sa parang Google form na please don't talk about yourself. Do not use I. Nilalagay pa rin nila. So, okay. We team sila, dalawa. Couple.
Us.
So, madali na lang masyado i-filter sa Google Sheets yung applications na mga ganon. Kaya, I only get the top 1% lang talaga for those who follow instructions. Kasi, as in talaga, nilagay ko na yung secrets doon kung paano makuha yung attention ni Bong, yung recruiter namin. So, marami pa rin I. Lahat ng sentence nila, I. So, sige, ikaw na yung mayabang. O, parang ganun yung dating nakagad sa akin.
It gives these answers gave me the idea na ano kaya kapag guys, those of you who are listening, could you please comment down on the comment section kung gusto ninyong gisingin natin yung it's not a competition, and we're not gonna make it a competition, but we're just gonna make it a game. Yung mga may ibibigay si Jason or maybe me, we will be giving you some assignments na magsusulat kayo. What do we call that again, Anna, before? Sa
yung challenge.
Yeah, the writing challenges.
Essay writing contest.
Yeah, it's not an essay writing contest.
May prize pa doon, pwede ako sumali.
Ayawan na pag essay writing.
Ako din, ayoko.
It's just a writing challenge para kung parang let's see by monthly maglalabas ako ng mga challenges for you guys to exercise your writing skills.
Parang
And that
yung
is one of them kung paano mo
paano
i-promote ang sarili mo without being too obvious on saying I this and I this and I that. Ang ang response ko naman to both John and LJ, hindi ako kasing big time ninyo but but I tend to be cocky. I tend to be that person na yung mayabang sa ewan ko, but for some reason it kind of works on some particular clients. Yes, meron din akong meron din akong pagkakamali sa ibang mga clients na I thought they want the cocky me. Kaya nagiging cocky talaga ako sa kanila na, yeah, you need me, you better pay me high or else. Parang ganun ako ang attitude ko, and they say, okay, goodbye. Pero in many cases it works. I think pwede mong gawin yung ice na yun as long as you para i-reform mo ang words mo in a way na hindi ka nagmumukhang fixated sa sarili mo. Make it a point na kailangan kanila without saying you need me.
Right.
Dude.
I actually want to add on that because I used to tell people don't talk about yourself, but it's just that clients will want to know more about you. They want to know if you can do it, and for some, ang akin lang naman kasi it's really looking at the bigger picture. Ano ba yung sitwasyon na meron ka? Does this client need you to be cocky? Does this client need you to be ganyan? Because I also don't want to work with someone who would like me as a passive person because I'm never a passive person. Like, if I come in, I'll tell you what to do. Pwede tayong mag-usap para paayusin to. Pero if I think that that's the wrong thing and isipin mo na, okay, I'm the one who's paying you, kailangan mo gawin to, I'm out of that room. So, yun. So, it's okay to be the cocky bastard sometimes. And I actually hire cocky bastards on my agency. I like working with cocky bastards.
It's nice kasi wala na, pag minsan maganda rin kasi magiging cocky kasi you're actually showing confidence. Wala na yung hiya-hiya na style Filipino na ay nako mahirap magkamali dahil nakakahiya naman. At least kung wala kang inhibitions yun naman ang gusto nila yung ilalabas mo kung ano ka raw regardless of whether you commit mistakes or not kasi yung mistakes na yan normal na yan sa mga clients. I mean, yeah, sure they care but it's not so much a big deal that we Filipinos actually think. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead.
5% na lang yung yung laptop ko. So sasagarin ko na to.
Go.
Yeah.
Just wanna yung diba yung about the cocky and whatnot. Basically when I get clients, my attitude is you're the one who needs me. That's it. Wala akong ibang attitude. I don't tone it down. I don't beat around the bush.
So nawala na siya.
Kaya ako makakapag-charge ng malaki. Yun. But yung like the reason why yung parang sinasabi namin ni LJ na talk about your clients is that you can use the word I, like you can talk about yourself, but in reference to what exactly they want.
Yeah.
Like for example, I tried to prove this kasi diba sabi ko nga parang may on a class that I had, may parang humamon. Di ba naghamon? Parang sinabi lang na, how about you try going to a niche na hindi mo expertise? Parang gano'n. Sabi ko, makakuha pa rin ako ng client dyan. All I need to know is find out what exactly they want. Tapos, tinry namin. So I went to the e-commerce market. So sa e-commerce market, I asked them like, what's your number one single biggest challenge when it comes to getting, sales for your store? Challenge nila, masyadong magastos yung Facebook ads. Yun yung pinaka number one challenge. Like everyone that I've asked, yun yung pinaka number one na challenge. So what did I do when I tried to introduce myself? Sabihin ko lang sa kanila, pag nagtanong sila, by the way, what do you do? I help e-commerce businesses get more sales without spending a dime on Facebook ads. it makes them, it made them, it exactly made them interested. Like parang nila doon, how exactly do you do that? Sabihin ko naman sa kanila, well, I've got to run. Anyway, here's a link. Book a call with me. See, you talk to you later. Blah blah blah. And
nice.
right. So exactly. So you can be cocky as long as it's within, it's something that they want. What you're offering is something that solves a problem for them. Because if not, if you're cocky and said, I can help you get sales on e-commerce. They've heard that line thousands of times before from other people. What makes you different? So what made me different is that I can help them get sales without spending the time on ads. And the reason I can say that because I'm doing email marketing. Yun lang yun. Yun nga yung mali dun. Like, most people binibida yung ginagawa. But what I do is I don't even say what I do. I just tell them what I can help them exactly with. Yun lang. Wow.
Yun.
And I still have 4%.
Exactly. Ano na to? Yeah, that is very nice. That is very nice yung gagawin mong mabigat ang sasabihin mo. If you kasi hindi naman bawal lahat eh. You can even heaven forbid, you can even curse in front of your client if that's what it takes for you to catch their attention. Hindi porket sinabing wag mong gamitin ng ay, talagang hindi mo gagamitin ng ay. Gawin mong mabigat. Now, there must be a reason why you are saying, I will do something. There must be a compelling reason for them to actually listen to you. Hindi lang yung, I graduated this, I finished this, I studied this. They don't really care about that. Give them a reason why they should listen to you.
Right,
natawa si Jason. Ay, si Jan. Natawa si Jan. Right?
Mismo si Jason. Ay, may nagtatanong, wait, ito, parang ano to.
Go ahead.
Si Jen, sabi niya, how to find a great and suitable mentor for newbies? What characters and attitudes or qualifications to consider in finding ones? Yeah.
Look for the one with the initial JD.
JD lang.
May J? Yung may J pa dapat lagi.
Dapat dalawa yun. Dapat dalawa, JD.
Dalawa. Ayun si Thea, meron siyang sasabihin. Nakikita ko, nafe-feel ko.
Bumubuelo.
Alin?
Nag-iisip.
Tinitignan ko yung mga nagpapabate. Sorry.
So, busy ka doon.
Masyado sila nagpapabate. Ano ba itong mga to?
Batiin mo na kasi.
Hello, guys.
So,
I have a problem with mentors. I mean, I don't have problems with mentors. I have a problem with people asking for mentors because mentorship is different. It's not, parang mali yung iniisip natin na, kasi I don't know how to do this, I need to get a mentor. You're looking for a teacher. You're looking for a coach. You're looking for a course creator, whatever. If you want someone to tell you what to do, a mentor creates a relationship with their mentee, and then they develop kung ano yung meron doon. Kasi give and take yan eh. The mentor teaches and they also learn from their mentee. Parang ganon. So, if you don't know what to do with anything, find out how to do that on Google and find out how to do that from other people. You don't need a mentor.
correct.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Google is the best mentor for me.
Guidance lang yung kailangan para pag, diba?
Kaya nga ako masugit sa mga newbies na whenever something is asked, I always tell them, do not come to me and ask me anything that you can find out on Google. Kasi nga, just like LJ said, Google is the best mentor. Ang mentor ko si Google. Kaya ako masungit because I've been through pinaghirapan ko na mag-aral, so should you. If you because kung talagang intent mo na na pag-aaralan mo ang isang bagay, it will be very very rewarding to you kasi ikaw mismo you don't even realize it, you will become the expert of that field, that particular thing that you are looking or that you're asking for. So might as well go and do the job yourself. Pag meron kang mga personal struggles about that particular topic, then that's when you come and ask these beautiful people. Kasi otherwise pagagalitan ka talaga. Am I correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'd like to affirm yung sabi ni Phoenix because ever since that, I I started, it's always been, search lang palagi. And then people come asking me, Facebook messages ng friends, mga message requests na paminsan tinitingnan ko din. And most of it, like, it can be found on Google. Others will see, sometimes may see me when I respond, like, pa-check na lang sa Google or Google it first. Sometimes other people may misinterpret it or it may come off as someone na mayabang or
Naghang si Bes.
Oo nga. LJ, wake up! Sorry, ako muna. Ako naman, kahit siguro sinong hanapin mong mentor, ayan, nagsasalita si LJ. Ikaw muna, LJ.
Keep going, LJ.
Nakat ka.
Sorry, nakita ko nga. So yun, sorry in advance if, someone's gonna be asking me whether it's in the comments ng post or sa flip about like a very newbie question or very Google searchable na question na ang response ko lang Google. Sometimes it may come across na masungit, mayabang, tamad, or whatever. Pero if that's how you think, then it's a mindset problem na. We already gave you like the step 1 of the answer. Then you should, follow through. Kung sinabi namin, nagtanong ka, sinagot namin, o di ba? Binigyan natin yung sagot.
Bigyan natin ng chill pill to, guys. Hello? Tubig. Alam mo kung tubig to, punta ka Thailand.
Grabe.
Tsaka kahit siguro sinong kunin mong mentor, di ba? Kung hindi ka talaga willing na matuto on your own. Kasi andyan naman na talaga si Google, di ba?
Medyo biased din kasi ako sa mentor kasi nga I've gotten a mentor. I even paid like $5,000 for it. Diba? So, I mean, mentors can do leaps and, can change your career leaps and bounds. Ang problema doon, they need to have something to work on.
Yes.
Right? I mean, if you're like from ground zero, I cannot, kumbaga mentor parang sabihin pang multiply yan. I cannot multiply zero.
You can.
But if if you're 1 or a 2, I can give you, get you to 4. If you're a 4, I can get you to 8. But if you're starting from the ground, hindi mo pa natatry, wala ka pa talagang experience, mentors, magagalit lang sa mentor mo kasi wala siyang, they have nothing to work on. They're not teaching you stuff. They're basically creating an outline of what you're doing now and making it better.
Exactly.
Correct.
Sorry, medyo may angst naman ng konti, but yeah.
Pag nawala si JTL, huwag kayo magwawala. Mawawala na si JTL. Pero malapit na rin naman tayo. Closing to say.
Parang yayao na. Parang yayao 1%.
Huwag kang alis.
Mawawala.
Baka bigla silang umalis lahat kapag nawala ka.
Oo. Pag wala na siya.
Nakakatakot. Ay, biglang
Grabe naman.
Tapos pala to.
Biglang lahat nagpaalam. So yun.
Tinitingnan nila yung bigote ko. No? Si Althea kasi bin natin, na-conscious tuloy ako.
Papadalhan kita ng Gillette, sir. Ano bang gusto mong brand? Kasi ang sparse niya dito, hindi ko kaya. Hindi ka full
Sorry
person.
Inaayos yung bahay namin, wala akong time mag-ahay.
Hindi ka full beer person, kaya nung nasa mixer tayo, hindi ko kasi nausap. Kasi, no.
Kaya, so paano bukas dapat ahitin na yan? Kasi pag nakita ka ni Thea, hindi ka niya mapansin.
Anong meron bukas?
Ay, hindi ko alam.
Anong meron bukas? Makikita kayo bukas.
Wala na, booking.
Binroadcast sa lahat.
Sorry. Kami lang yun ni Thea pala. May pagbo-broadcast nangyari. Magbabasa na nga akong question.
Sa sakali na kita.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming near the closing hour. May isang hanging na before John goes away permanently.
Yan, magandang.
Yeah, may isang question dito na gusto kong sagutin natin.
Sige.
Ano?
Tanong
What was
ni
that?
H to pang finale. Pang finale talaga. Dali, wait lang. Wala. Sana yun? Wait lang sorry. What's the one thing you need to be successful in freelancing? Huwag ka tumawa. Seryoso ko dito. What's the one thing you need to be successful in freelancing daw? Sabi ni H. Galing kay H yung tanong.
One word lang sa akin. Grit.
Ay, naunahan ako.
Ayawan na. Nagkaunahan na. Ayan na, nawala na siya.
Akin na yung question niya. Akin na yung answer niya.
Ay, ko nabida dito.
Hi, Jason! I'm sorry. Hi. Marami bang chocolate sa Switzerland?
Nandiyan ba siya? Wait.
Nasa comment. Ayun.
bossing! Masaya ka ba?
Jason,
Oh,
di ba
hi,
kailangan mo ng
Jason.
VA? Kailangan mo ba?
Hi,
Hindi
Jace.
niya kailangan sabi. Ano ba? Wala ka na eh.
Uy, umayos kayo. Nanonood si
Ay,
Jace.
nanonood pala si bossing. Hi, bossing!
Ayun.
Sagutin mo na, Thea. Ano daw yung one word? Ay, one word ba? Hindi naman one word, one thing eh.
What's the one thing?
You need to be successful in freelance. Be with people eh, who are also successful. Dapat makipag-ano ka, kilala sa mga ano. Ikaw na.
Paisip talaga ako. Parang one thing lang, grabe naman.
One thing lang
Kuha na ni John yung great. Nakakainis to si John.
Kaya nga inaris ko na kasi nainis ka eh. Yan. Bye-bye.
Oo, thank you Ana.
Thank you,
Salamat.
JTL.
Inunahan talaga.
Kaya,
Inunahan ako dun sa great.
walang tayo nakapagpa-thank you. Hello guys daw, it's great to see you. Ang saya, inggit ako. Inggit ka.
Yeah, that's your fault.
Ang saya namin, wala ka. Nye. Joke lang.
Okay.
Althea,
siguro,
sagot
for
na.
me, self-analysis is one thing that I think everybody needs para maging successful in anything that they want to do is yung being in the moment and finding out na, okay, ano ba yung kailangan ko? Nasaan ba ako ngayon? Ano ba yung gusto kong mangyari? Ano ba yung kailangan kong gawin para makapunta doon? That's from self-analysis, from being self-aware. Kasi some people, what they do is they just go about their lives and this is true in a macro and a micro level. Yung macro level natin yan is like, okay, today I have to work to earn money to buy food. So, you go from one contract to another, you go from one client to another. And syempre, mayroong growth doon. Sometimes you get better clients because you know stuff. Pero, ganun pa rin yung ginagawa mo. You just take one step at a time. And it's not a bad thing. Pero, if you want to be successful, you have to have yung parang, if you want to take a step further, it has to be in that same direction. Hindi sa kung saang direction. And in a micro level naman this is what I tell my VAs is that when you start your day, what they do is kung ano yung unang pumasok na, hey, I need this. Hey, may email si client, gagawin nila. They let their work command them. Pero it's different. You have to plan kung anong gagawin mo for the day. So, kailangan nakaplano na siya. Kailangan may process ka. I'll talk to you when it's time to talk to you. Para hindi magulo yung buhay mo. So, you have to be aware. So, yun, self-analysis. I'm really big on that.
Ako, patience lang talaga. Patience and patience. LJ? Ba't ka tumatawa? Taktang kita.
Alam ko saan ang gagaling yan eh.
Saan ba?
Two things siguro sa akin. Number one,
One thing
mindset.
lang.
Kaya nga, walang sobra.
Grabe naman.
Walang sobra. Saktang ka na.
Connected ko. Sige na, pagbigyan nyo na ako. Silent partner nga, di ba?
Sige na nga. Yung isa
So,
nga.
Two things na iklian mo.
Number one, mindset. Number two, common sense. Pag sayang kung hindi nyo gamitin ng common sense, parang, for me, that's another important thing. Kasi pag hindi nyo ginamit, baka kunin ni Lord, di ba? So, gamitin nyo yung common sense ninyo.
Pwedeng bumili ba nun? Joke. Joke lang.
Oo, sa WFHR. Bibili ng ano.
I have a problem with common sense because common sense means you're thinking just like every other person. It's very common. Sometimes you have to think differently.
Okay.
Baka dapat you have to define.
O diba, nag-away kami. Debate kami. Sagot yung pinapakailangan ko.
Di naman.
Hindi na ako ma-invite dito, guys.
Grabe.
So, alam nyo na.
Bukas ulit. Tayong dalawa.
Si Phoenix naman.
Si Phoenix. Ay, nako si Phoenix. Patay tayo dyan. One thing, Magsusuplado na siya. Bigyan natin siya ng moment, mga guys. Magantay tayo mga 1 hour. Uy.
Yun lang. Thank you.
Silence.
What's the one thing that you need? Google. Basing on our whole discussion for the past hour, wala tayong ibang theme kundi just relying on yourself. Punta ka ng Google. Even LJ himself is already apologizing for things that he hasn't even done yet, just by telling you guys the potential that he will tell you guys na pumunta muna kayo sa Google. Si Althea, ayan na, nanggagaliitin na because you need to go to Google. Even John himself wants to tell you guys. Even John himself wants to tell you guys that itong itong mentorship na ito, that we need to see you shine. We need to see you shine first. Hindi yung kami mismo ang mag-shine sa'yo. Tutulungan kayo namin. But we need to see you shine first. And how do you do that? Use Google, research. Lahat ng mga interviews, lahat ng mga lectures, lahat ng mga sinasabi din namin, you can easily find them on Google. In fact, the only thing that I can offer to you, if you really are that good in researching in Google, is a shoulder to cry on. Kasi there will be ups and downs in the freelancing world. Kahit gaano ka kagaling, babagsak ka rin, aakyat ka rin. And by the time comes that you need my shoulder for you to lean on, I am here. If you really are good. So yeah, Google. Google is well, research. That's the one thing that you need in order to succeed in freelancing. Because even without Jason Dulay, even without Anna or John, Althea, LJ, even without these experts, you yourself will become, like I said a while ago, you yourself will become the expert of that particular field that you are troubled with as of now, if you actually do your research. So as a good step towards research, I would like to promote the Anna.
Ako muna. I will promote yung Just Success sa Wednesday. Interview with Pinky. Mag-watch po kayong lahat.
Si Pinky.
Hi.
Yeah, si Pinky.
Hi, Pinky.
Paborito ko yan si Pinky.
Just Success minus Jason Dulay. Ako muna. Dahil wala ang aking bossing. So, manood pa rin kayo kahit akong nandun. Pero guys, okay. Wrapping up na tayo kasi 6 na pala. More 6 na. So, yon, manood po kayo. Wednesday, 6 p.m. JTL, manood ka. Ikaw din, LJ at saka Thea. Manood kayo, ha?
Panoorin kita, Bes. Para lang sa'yo, panoorin kita. Tsaka si Pinky, mabait yan si Pinky. Oh, and by the way, pwede ba akong mag-promote? Pwede ba akong mag-plug? Okay. Guys, di ko lang ipapromote yung isa kasi meron si Jason. Nahiya naman ako, di ba? Nakalimutan ko yung t-shirt ko. Okay. Tatago ko na, lalagyan ko ng hair ko. I just want to talk to people who are freelancers for 1, 2 to 3 years and you want to level up your career. Kasi Jason and I, we work both sa mga newbies, yung how to start, how to Pero this year kasi I'm focusing on people who would like to level up their careers. And I've been telling people na after mo maging freelancer for a while, you have to go somewhere. Kasi you can't be a freelancer forever. So I am helping people start their own solopreneur journeys. So please check me out on Facebook. Just go to Althea Sagayno, freelance success coach for solopreneurs.
Yes.
What about you,
May
LJ?
promote ako.
Ikaw, sige, go, LJ.
Hi, everyone.
Yung movie mo. Joke lang.
Grabe ka.
Ibang movie yung naisip ko. Diyos ko tayo.
Hi, everyone. So, first of all, thank you for the WFHR partner. Thank you for watching Flip Chat and Chill this Monday. Also, watch out for my next posts on the Flip group. I'm gonna be posting like so much value, client psychology, client secrets. Alam niyo yan, yung mga hacks. Super talaga ako fanatic when it comes to mga client hacks and all. You know, when it comes to prices, when it comes to contracts, when it comes to direct relationships with clients, not hindi hourly, walang time tracker, walang screen recorder, yung mga ganun. Yun lang naman. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Thea.
Hi, you're welcome. And thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Even John, kahit hindi ka na nanonood kasi
John, saan ka man ngayon, John? Salamat,
Sa PM lang,
John.
JTL. Thank you, JTL.
Thank you, everyone.
Ana, kumain ka na ba?
Hindi pa nga.
That explains it.
And well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming and having it. Yeah, listening to us and asking some questions. I'm really sorry for you guys na mga questions dyan na and comments na hindi namin nabasa. Unfortunately, we don't have we could have done so, but we are only squeezing an hour of our time as of now. Pero di bale, titignan pa rin namin yung mga questions na yan, and we will try to give you the best answers that we could give. In the meantime, please do realize, as you see, there are so many different characters that we are interviewing or having a discussion with here on Chill and Chat. So please do come next week again and
Thank you,
hang out
everyone,
with
for
us,
watching.
ask some questions, go and research, post something on Flip. Just be here. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Thank you. Bye.